Hello, it's Tai Lopez with SMMA. Let's talk about your social media marketing agency in the new world. We're dealing with things no one's ever dealt with, viruses, quarantines, and you might be asking yourself, how do I get new clients in a world where businesses are closing, unemployment is high? And I think this is an important lesson that I'm going to talk about today. Whether or not this particular event we're dealing with now lasts, because there'll be other things. So you have to know how to operate an agency in times of trial and tribulation. So I have an agency. With my agency, we've sat down and adjusted, our client acquisition model. So I want to talk about three things that I think you need to adjust. Number one, you need to target different businesses. For example, a lot of companies that were doing brand type spend they're going to be cutting back their budget. So let's give an example. Also, people are doing direct CPA, customer acquisition, like restaurants. They also may be cutting back because they're closed. But we have to think outside of the box. That's where wealth is created. So let's think outside of the box. How can you obtain a client? Let's take an extreme example, a restaurant that's closed. Well, one thing we can do is approach them and say, let me help you get a funnel up for food delivery. You're closed now, but your bills are coming in. What if I can help you value add, not just add Facebook funnel ads and funnels and Google ads and YouTube, but let me creatively step in, build you a funnel. It could be on ClickFunnels, it could be built whatever software they're using, custom, but let's say ClickFunnels. I'm going to come in, I'm going to build you a funnel, or it can be Shopify in the case of a restaurant where people can order in. Orders are going to come directly to you. And I'll tell you this, there's a lot of people you could charge a premium. You could charge a one-time setup fee of $10,000, learn how to build Shopify, and then you get the account on $1,000 to $10,000 a month like we teach here, to run the Facebook ads. A lot of business owners would do anything. They want to keep their business alive. So number one, we're going after either, number one lesson here, in times of trial, world changing, calamitous events happening. Number one, we either change the clients we're going after, or we go after the same clients much more creatively. Solve people's problems. So many business owners I see, where do they mess up? They don't solve people's problems. They're so set in their ways, they think about themselves. I do Facebook ads. I'm an agency. This is what I do. No, never come at it from that perspective. The richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos, said his secret, he's never competitor focused. Even though he does observe his competitors, he's always customer focused. What makes the person paying me feel amazing when they wake up? That's how he built Amazon into one of the only trillion-dollar companies in history and built himself into the richest person in the world. So number one, that's an example of going after the same client, restaurants, dentists, the same way. You go after a dentist or a doctor, they may be closed. So you say to them, if they're an existing customer or even a new customer, you say, listen, this is the time where we build you a waiting list, an email list. You do say, hey, because I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people are sitting at home with toothaches. And they don't care that there's a quarantine. When you have a bad enough toothache, you're wanting a dentist. So you help create a funnel for a dentist that says something along the lines of, hey, I've got, we're going to build you a pre-sale funnel where people sign up and get on a waiting list. And you say, first come, first serve. I'm going to be swamped when this thing comes. If you and you run local Facebook ads, and even for, if they have an existing email list or you help them build one, drive traffic so that dentist feels hope. He's at home. I was just talking to a dentist who I could tell he's depressed. He's in Long Island, New York, and he's like, I'm shut down. I got all my rent bills. You, as an SMMA agency, offer them hope. Hey, we're coming in here and getting it ready so that the second people can come, because dentists should be one of the first things that they'll open up, right? Emergency or necessary medical services. And you built them that funnel. They're at home. Yeah, their bills are racking up and they're not open, but they see every day. Got 5 new clients ready to go. Reserved in. Set up a calendar and say, this is going to be first come, first serve. Build them a SMS list, an email list. Say, second we're open, you will be here. Even get people to pre-sell, $99 to hold your spot, or $39. That way people are serious. You see how I'm being creative in either working with old customers, traditional agency type customers. Now let's talk about new customers. Next topic. When we have a virus, a quarantine, what is a new type of customer that we didn't have before? Who's more likely to hire us that never would? E-com businesses. Because there's a lot of people, there's some restaurants, but there's other industries you're not even thinking of. Okay? Even like a realtor, for example. When times are good, they might not see the value in an agency. But when times aren't so good, and the phones aren't ringing, and businesses that turned you down before, or businesses that dabbled in e-commerce, but mostly had a physical brick and mortar store, now you call them back and say, hey, it's me. You need my e-commerce funnel building advertising skill with my agency. Let's talk. So you revisit people that didn't think they needed you. Okay? I can't think of really any business owner, from a gun store. Well, maybe not gun stores. They're already inundated. But I mean, a furniture store. There's a lot of furniture stores that let you buy online, but they also have a furniture store, but now they're closed. Believe it or not, right now, I'm on my farm in Virginia during this situation, and I need a freaking couch in my living room. This is a new place I bought, but I never fully furnished it. And I've been looking in my local area. There's nothing I can buy online. Perfect agency. So start emailing. Go on websites, local businesses, email them all. You'd be surprised. Some of them are going to be like, oh, this is my wake-up call. I better be an e-com. And charge them a setup fee. Your time's valuable. You're going to have more opportunity. It's no longer what they call a buyer's market. It's a seller's market, meaning in the past, people who were picky and hard to get, all of a sudden, they're chasing you. You're not chasing them. So just understand psychologically, this could be a very good time. In the biggest recessions, my businesses have always done better. And I think part of it is because people pay more attention during recession. Every dollar counts. Every customer counts. A guy that I look up to, Tillman Fertitta, you might have seen a video. He was at my house not too long ago, and he's a wealthy guy. He's in the Forbes list. He owns the Houston Rockets. He told me one of his tenets he's lived by to make $5 billion net worth is there's no extra customers. Meaning businesses must cherish each and every customer because there's a finite amount of people and there's other people competing for them, other businesses. So you go in and people during good times, business owners don't realize that. Oh, there'll always be people walking in the door. I don't need your SMMA services. I don't need Facebook ads. I don't need social media. Well, all of a sudden those people aren't going to be so cocky. Now's your chance. Get excited. And last but not least, and by the way, people are checking their email more. They're answering their phone more because they're at home. And last but not least, very important, generally ad rates drop during recessions because of one simple fact. A lot of people stop advertising. So even if conversion rates drop a little bit, it's often made up by your lowered CPA, your lower CPC costs, your ad cost that you're buying when you're buying ad and media for your customers to drive to their website, their funnel, their products. You're often paying less. So you can tell your customers, look, there's another reason to go with me right now. Not only can I get you up and going, e-commerce, there's no spare customers, I can be a pre-sale funnel, all those things we talked about, but also I have good news that Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, they're auction systems, and less people are bidding, so ipso facto, Mr. Restaurant owner, Mr. Dentist, Mr. Realtor, Mr. Landscape, Mr. Cosmetic Surgeon, I can get you eyeballs for cheaper than ever. All right, so that ends this lesson. I wanted to just get you excited. Get the creative juices going. Don't listen to the media. They always freak out. Be calm under pressure. You're going to make it through, and if you're smart, you make it through with a much more robust business. So I want you to leave a comment below, okay? What's the number one tactic you learned in this lesson that you're going to apply to our agency? That'll unlock the next lesson. Hope that helps. Talk to you soon.